Hello and welcome to Car Firm. Today we have this 64 plate Audi A5 with us, and we've got it out for a virtual test drive to give you some feedback on how the car drives, how it handles and how everything feels. Now, one of the first things I've noticed in this car is generally just how quiet and comfortable it is, and also how easy it is to drive as well. You've got a very nice and light steering wheel, which is also very responsive, and when you want to change direction, it doesn't take much to, just to switch lanes. Just the slightest movement in the steering wheel, it just reacts very, very quickly. The other thing is obviously the gearbox. It's a very, very smooth gearbox, and most of the time you don't notice the gear changes, and obviously being a petrol helps with that quite a lot as well. In regards to the gearbox, obviously you've got the standard mode, you've got the sport mode where you just pull it down once, and you can also take over manually as well. So if I take over the gears manually, shift it down to 5th, 4th, 3rd, even when you're changing the gears manually, it just gives you so much control, because when you want a gear, as and when you press that button, the gearbox just changes, and it's a very quick, very sharp change as well. Like I said, brakes are also quite strong as well. As soon as you press the brakes, you can feel the car slowing down, so it's not one of those brakes that's going to need pushing the pedal right down to get the car to stop. Also, there's no shaking or juddering or anything like that when you're on the brakes as well, regardless whether you're at high speed or a low speed. Suspension is a very good setup as well. Obviously, when you've got passengers and you've got luggage and stuff like that, your car is generally going to be heavier, and suspension is actually slightly on the firmer side. Don't get me wrong, it is a very, very comfortable suspension. I mean, all these bumps and everything on the road, it deals with it really well. But like I said, it is still on the firm side. The good thing with that is obviously the handling, because if you've got this car out and you want to drive it on the country road, you want to take it on the track, do whatever you want with it, that firm suspension is really going to give it that sporty feeling and help with the handling a lot as well. And the fact that you've got the QUATTRO 4-wheel drive system gives you that extra confidence as well, because at no point that I've been driving this car have I ever thought about traction or anything like that. Even when I've turned around in roundabouts and bends and stuff like that, most of the time cars that are similar to this are most likely rear-wheel drive, unless you're opting for the QUATTRO for the 4-wheel drive system. And you've got to always think about how much power you're putting down, where you're turning and stuff like that. But with this, just full-on confidence at all times. It's a very nice car to drive overall. Like I said, nice and comfortable, very practical, got plenty of power as well, and everything on it works as it should. It drives absolutely spot on. If you're interested in this car, you can head over to our website, carfirm.co.uk. You can reserve it with a fully refundable £100, and we'll hold a fee for 7 days. Here at Car Firm, we have over 100 cars and vans in stock at all times. We offer very competitive finance packages, tailor-made mats and extended warranties. So any questions, feel free to get in touch with us, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.